Hey YouTube, Casey Classic 7 here, back in with another video. Got some Casey Powell Lacrosse 18 here. In this video I want to do a video discussing the career mode. The positions that you picked, that was one of the questions that I got in my comment section of one of my previous two videos, one of the two that I posted about Casey Powell Lacrosse. And I also wanted to address the comment talking about why the teams were or why the teams are set up the way that they are. There was someone who was wondering why Maryland was being referred to as the Turtles and why Albany was being referred to as the Misfits. So I'm going to address both of those things in this video. So we're going to jump into the career here. So you have the option to continue a career. So if you have whatever is the last career save that you played with, that's the option you want to go with. You also have options to both load and delete. So if you have multiple career modes and you want to play with one that's not the main save, you're going to load that, and delete is obviously if you want to get rid of that career mode, that's what you're going to do. We have none of those options available, so we're going to jump into begin the career mode. So you get a little message there, a little help menu, and we're going to jump into the settings. So you can set the quarter length, the game difficulty, extra point zone, the value of the extra point, the shot clock timing, the trading difficulty, as well as the clock rundown method. Now, one of the things going through this, just looking through it originally, one thing I thought that was very cool was you have the ability that there's different options in terms of how you want the clock to run down. So you have the real-time option, the game time option, and you also have an option for it to be a mixture of the both, with the game time being available for just the last minute of the quarter. So I thought that was very cool. You also have the option to disable or enable the academy teams if you want to do that. So a good amount of options when it comes to your career mode. Nothing that is too major, but you have a nice amount of options. So you have three options when it comes to career mode: star player, where you're taking control of as a player; a college player, where you create your player in college and take control of his career; as well as coach, when you're just the coach of the team. And so we're going to jump into the coach so I can address the first topic in terms of the teams and why they aren't the official team names. So for those who don't know, Casey Powell Lacrosse, it is an unlicensed lacrosse game. So none of the teams have accurate team names in the game. So and for those wondering why, obviously it cuts down on the cost. You don't have to worry about licensing anything, as well as just the overall with everything that's going on with the NCAA, the legal aspect of it. It's just a lot easier to have the game be a generic or an unlicensed game. Maybe that might be one thing once the things smooth out for the NCAA. They might want to add the NCAA licensing in the game, or eventually they might add in the professional teams in the Major League Lacrosse league. So all that stuff, if that's stuff that they want to do, that definitely can be done, and maybe they have plans to do that. But personally, with the amount of team editing and stuff that's in the game, you can kind of design the game however you want to design it, which I think is a very cool thing. I kind of wondering if IMV, the guys, Big Ants, who makes this game, is also making the Gridiron Champions. I wonder if they're going to keep these team names, or how are the team names going to be similar. But obviously, you know which teams are which teams. So Albany, obviously these are the Great Danes, the Buffalo Griffins. This is Canisius, because that's a school that's in Buffalo. The Durham Devils, that's Duke, because Duke plays in Durham. But you also have, for some of the teams, where they have the the city or the school name, and they switched the team name. So Indiana Irish, that's obviously the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Maryland, which I already discussed. I think you have Michigan in here. So instead of the Wolverines, you got the Michigan Wolves. Ohio Tree Nuts, Ohio State. So you guys get the gist. And also you have other teams like Syracuse, where they have the team name, like I said, Syracuse, but they don't have the or they have the city name, but they don't have the team name. So University Park, Penn State. So I think it's not a huge deal. I think it's just cool that they have the teams in the game and they're represented the correct way. So the good teams, I'm assuming, again, I'm not a lacrosse aficionado, so I'm assuming that the team names are correct. And I mean that the ratings in correlation to the team are correct. So you guys can let me know in the comment section below. So on to the second half of the video. So let me do that. In terms of what positions that you can pick, so like majority of career mode games, you have the option to pick your name, your surname, your jersey number, what's the name that's on the back of the jersey, as well as your commentary surname. So if your last name wasn't in the game, but it was a name similar to it, like it was a situation like Hall versus Ball. Like let's say Hall was in the game but Ball isn't in the game, you can use Ball because it sounds very close to Hall, or whatever the case may be. But obviously those are two common last names, so they probably are in the game. So or if your last name was Williamson, but the name Williams was in the game, you get the gist of it. So I think that any game that incorporates commentary surname, I think that is a awesome addition. So in terms of what roles that you can pick, you can be an attack man, you can be a defender, an offensive middle, a defensive middle, as well as the goalie. So it looks like you have an option to be every single position in the game. You pick your strong hand, weak hand, or your strong hand. Obviously not weak hand, but you're able to pick your strong hand. You're able to allocate your attributes to however you want to allocate them. So that's also very cool. So you're not limited to the way that you want to build your player, similar to some other games to where you have to build your player like this if you want to play a specific style of game. So you can build your player however the way that you want to build them. So in terms of your appearance and stuff, so you have the ability to change your appearance, which is pretty cool. You also have the ability to copy a player from the academy, which is their community, which is like their community, their share, if you will, and copy from the career, copy player appearance from another player in this career. So if there's somebody else in the career that you want to, which I think that's pretty cool too. So if you like a player that's in the career mode, you can also copy that player as well. So that's gonna wrap up this video. Just want to give you guys a quick rundown of the career mode, as well as why the team names are the incorrect team names. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys want to see anything else in this game, let me know. And that's gonna do it. KC Classic 7 signing out.